Here we go. Third and deciding map. Someone's going to make it to the grand finals, and we don't really know who yet. So both teams have made a pretty convincing case, actually.
I want to see the Fallen we had on Train. Like, we had that little resurgence, that little, like, nostalgia trip. I want to have another one. I want to see it on Overpass as well. I'm glad they just mentioned Fallen on this map used to just be the king. The king of opping on CT side of Overpass. And if we get that again here, that would be the kind of a performance in a map 3 that propels you to a grand final. I don't think ENCE have any way that they'd be able to overcome that Fallen on this map.
No, you have to agree with that. It's one of the really hard things to try and get around. But the ENCE team, I mean, they've been looking solid.
Yeah, they've come up with some cool game plans in the first 2 maps of this series so far. So you have to imagine they're going to be well prepared coming into Overpass. Obviously, knife round 2 pick sides, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, it's 2 different stories for ENCE. It's like the one consistent that they've had is that they've been able to find opening kills. They've had plans at the beginning of the rounds. It's just Train. They couldn't convert them, and in Mirage, they could.
Well, there it is. MIBR at least will win the knife round. So that's, they get to decide where they want to go. I'm assuming they're going to be staying on the CT side.
That'd be what makes sense. I can't imagine any other outcome. Here we go. Third map. First semifinal here at the CSGO Asia Championships. And it's going to be MIBR taking on ENCE. If you missed the previous 2 maps, Train was a dominant comeback from MIBR. 12-2 comeback from being down 4-11. Mirage was actually pretty tightly contested. It was mostly MIBR up until Sergey had a spectacular heroic save inside of the 8 bomb site with the P250. And here we go. Overpass on the cards now.
Molotov, smoke, everybody running to B. I don't think they're going to stop. They're going to keep going here. This might be a little bit of a shock to them. MIBR, are they ready? Some of the shots coming up, but not really connecting. And now the Glock's getting very close. Taco will pick up a shot. And look at the flank from KNG. They line up in front of him, and what a shutdown. They had everything lined up, and it looked so good. But the spin, the triple kill for KNG, I can't believe it. That looked like it was going to be horrible.
I actually thought that was going to be shut down by Alu. Alu was still so far back towards T-spawn. I actually thought he was going to be able to turn, but for some reason he wasn't prepared for that kind of a push from KNG. That is a bold play. I think he's actually watching the flank, I would imagine, but Taco and KNG handle this so perfectly. 5 kills between the 2 of them. That's pistol round for MIBR. That's them getting off to a good start. And Ariel just got stabbed in the back, quite literally.
Just some classic banter, really.
Yeah, just a nice little team. A little bit of love from your teammate.
I mean, they only have Glocks and no armor. I'm not even sure it matters, does it?
No, it doesn't. Unless he's already stressed out, in which case you're going to tilt him off the face of the earth.
Well, there is that.
I love the way Ferg just isn't scared in these rounds. He's like, oh, you have a Glock? Like, I don't care. I want kills. I want frag kills. I want the stat pad. I want it all.
If it's his style, isn't it? Sometimes it does backfire, but it does make it a lot of fun to watch. Escaping back with a grenade. Ooh, that's a little bit unfortunate. KNG though, and everybody else actually. All here to clean up the rest of the mess.
It's like exterminators coming in. So many different angles. Everyone wants a little piece at the end. Fallen goes down, but remember he had a USP. And he does pick up the op, but because he died in the previous round, it's no armor. That was his punishment. 2-0. 3 SMGs still on the board against the Kriegs, the AK-47s. Remember, though, they handled it pretty well on Mirage on their CT side. They had this very same situation.
And that, I mean, the fact that they did that is half the reason why they were even in that map to begin with. Got them the first 4 rounds out of the 7 they had in the half. KNG and Fallen over at long with Fur playing in connector. This is sort of a classic setup, right? The AWP further back, the SMG up close. Flashbang, KNG turns for it, and looked like they flashed themselves. Fallen barely getting that. That would have been big. If you could have picked that up.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he misses his shots, that's got to be frustrating. I don't think he was ever going to save KNG. I think he was too blind for that first one, but afterwards, I mean, that would have been great to have a 4-on-3 advantage instead of the situation they're in. But another pop flash comes out. Ferg going to turn the corner. The dink, actually 2 dinks. And that's going to be frustrating, but he's got 2 players low.
Oh, it's dangerous to make that jump. He's going to be fine, but yeah, that was a double dink.
Now look at the other flank from the other SMG. Taco, he's been found out though. They were watching for it. This is tough as well. MIBR actually, despite the fact they have an op, despite the M4, they're at a severe disadvantage here. It's a lot of time for ENCE to be able to just kind of chill and run this down.
And it seems like they are maybe going to change their minds about the bot. They look like they wanted to go B instead, but now they're kind of sticking around. That could be a mistake. 35 seconds. The flashbang is absolutely perfect. No chance for Taco. And yeah, if there wasn't trouble already, there certainly is now. Yeah, there's not even any point in Lucas running there.
Sergey just played that so well. He just stood on flower pots, never made a move, was just holding in case Fallen repeats, and he knew all along that his teammates could funnel Fallen in that direction. When Taco goes down, Fallen has to be the aggressor. That is a perfect round from ENCE on this T side. Good utility usage and controlling bathrooms. Now, it is important to note they were going up against SMGs, so a bit of a desperate scenario as those SMGs were trying to get close up, trying to go for flanks. Lucas with his M4 right at the end. X7 going to turn the corner, should go down. Should be a Krieg for him, but still being hunted. Ariel, ready and waiting.
Hanging out near the nightclub.
Yeah, what is that music?
It's from the nightclub where there's like a little spray paint of a bunny or something. Some nightclub in on the other side. And it's obviously broad daylight, so I don't know what kind of degenerate place that is.
Probably German.
Well, you said it.
German nightclubs. Good times.
I'll just leave you with that one.
Okay, thanks. Abandoned me there?
Yeah. I once heard of this concept, but I think that was in Kiev or Russia or something, where there's people go like 24-hour clubbing.
We've seen a few 24-hour bars or clubs.
It sounds like the worst thing I'd even
Yeah,
imagine.
no, it does sound like a nightmare. I've been to one. It's not fun. Not for the clubbing. Just, wanting some food. Anyways. KNG with the op with no armor. Fallen's going to be on the SMG.
If you think about how things ended up on Mirage, those AWPs from the CT side of MIBR they never really got into play.
No impact, did they? I think maybe I can remember like 1 or 2 kills they got, but I can't really remember them deciding a whole lot of, or any real rounds.
And that obviously can't happen again. The most uninspired flashbang I've ever seen.
Bounces the wrong direction. We'll see. The op has another chance here. Alu waiting. KNG's found him. That is a nice opening kill. Flashbang from Fallen to allow the safety of that peak. But ENCE isn't going to slow down. They're going to continue to come and hit this, and KNG, there's the no armor. But the M4 in bathrooms, that could be everything. Fur goes down. It's all on Fallen. This is a disaster. Flashbang into the sky. They turn from it, but he's being burned. He's got to commit to a fight, and ENCE have broken in once again.
Wow, they just, grenade. It's still probably not going to be worth it, is it? They just took that right on the chin.
They have a smoke. They could actually go for this if they wanted to, even with the man disadvantage. They could put that smoke down and just hope and pray. Lucas might be able to get a defuse off or allow Taco to do it, where the Krieg provides cover over top. That's risking everything. The other option is Taco can grab the AWP. He's right on top of it now.
You're thinking about it. That smoke, Lucas, yeah, there we go, underhanding it in. Oh, it's going to be very hard to get any kind of a defuse in. A little bit of spray over and a team kill as well, but still the round for ENCE. I kind of admire that. Usually in that situation, if you go down on long like Alu did, that's going to slow down the team. And you know what? That's fine. You got the first hit. Here we come.
Push their way all the way in. If KNG could have added a second, that would have been, I think, the turn of the round. But the fact that he didn't have armor was just very punishing. 2-2. And no money for MIBR. ENCE can actually pick up a big lead off the back of this start.
And they have Sunny with the MAC-10, so he can go looking for any kind of a fight that he wants. So this should be an easy pick-off. No problems. Sunny's already hunting out long. Got to be finding no one here at all. So if he keeps going, he'll just probably call in everybody else, and there won't be much left.
Molotov out towards toxic barrels. Fur's going to be forced away. This is just a little bit of utility being used by ENCE just to try and figure out what the response would be, what kind of utility they have. It's also kept the attention of defenders at the B bomb site here. All the meanwhile, Sunny is flanking with the MAC-10. So you can see no one from ENCE is going to move the muscle. They're going to let this MAC-10 come in, let Sunny gain some bonus money. He's about to find a kill right here, transfers down, has no idea Lucas is beneath him as well, but a second kill, he will die. That's given all the intel over to his team. That's given the B bomb site to his team, and it's given ENCE a third round.
Molotov, and yeah, I mean, you never know, but they were very, very patient in this round, ENCE. Just using the tools that they had. And MIBR, I mean, they have money to buy, so fair play. But again, this is what happened on Mirage.
Yeah.
When they then can buy, it's not the orb. It's certainly not the double orb.
Yeah, no, the first two rounds they've had the AWP, one on Fallen, which got 0 kills. He was unarmored, and 1 kill on KNG with the AWP, where he got, that was it. He was unarmored as well. So the money hasn't built up to the point where they can get both of them, which is a real struggle. It took him until, what, a 13th round to get a double op setup. Nice peek from Taco, but he does get that kill at the cost of Lucas's life, so just a 1-for-1 trade, and ENCE is going to be fine with that to start.
Yeah, that's a success, isn't it? Bomb is dropped far back, and Sunny and Aloe now, mostly Sunny at this point in time, but they're just going to be checking out this part of the map, which is kind of crucial early on in rounds like these. Just don't, I mean, even if you end up going to B, you don't want to be flanked too quickly from the bathrooms there, so it's worth having a little look. Ooh, KNG flashed through by a teammate, and they are not impressed. They're certainly not flashed.
And KNG's got to be wondering why they're so far back, so far away. That's 2 players still all the way by T-spawn, and that'll be frustrating. Even if the flashbang is perfect, it's not going to reach there. Sunny is so aggressive, and in the previous round, he just full-blown cleared out the A bomb site. He could just do it again if he's feeling bold, and yeah, he's walking in right now. The X factor in this round, though, is Fur. Fur is the one in position to backstab anyone who comes up those staircases, anyone who comes through party to try and make it to meet up with Sunny, but they're not even going to go that direction. They're going to do the same thing as last. They're going to pinch him, and another aggressive play for information. Ariel's got an easy kill onto Taco.
Yeah, this time they were too close for the flashbang. Last time they were too far back. That's got to be really annoying. And there's Sunny. I mean, wow.
Yeah, this
is an amazing round.
Yeah, comprehensive. Tactically, ENCE is just outplaying MIBR at the moment. 4-2 lead in another round that MIBR is going to have to sit back. And you have to say, you can't wait the entire half to get this double up on the board. MIBR need to get it out in the next buy. They'll have the full losing bonus next round. And I don't even know if you invest too much. I don't even know if you go to Armor and Deagles. Maybe just Deagles, maybe a smoke, some P250s.
Yeah, but try and keep it in the low end. I kind of agree. Because that is such a strong tool. And on a map like this one, right, there's so many spaces for those orbs to get fights, and then actually, you know, it's got to be a while before there's even any follow-up. So. And
I feel like even you know, fast-paced strategies against a double op, you know, work on some maps, but even this one, I think ops at each bomb site have so many different options to fall back and retreat to a new position. There's so many battles you can take as you progress backwards across the map that I'm not even sure it's really that much of a disadvantage until they get the bomb down, that is. But a 4-2, and yeah, it's a lack of frags coming in for MIBR at the moment, lack of damage on many of their players. Fallen and Lucas down very, very low. Sunny's been sneaking into that A bomb site the last 2 rounds, and ENCE is just feeling supremely confident.
I wonder if they'll have some cool tricks in this round, though, because you only have the 1 M4 there, so is there any point? I mean, you could obviously play, just try and stack up a bomb site or something, but it's fun if you try and go for a fight, isn't it? You've got some flashbangs with you. They're just going to be spreading out a little bit more default here.
Here we go. Lucas with a deagle, going to lead the way. He's got them cordoned in. They've got them stuck. And Fallen a double kill. He's going to get a gun. He's going to fall right back away. Surprised they let him get away with that weapon, but he's getting in safely. Spam coming through right at the end to give him a little love tap. Alu's up next. Molotov towards Toxic Barrels. There's the Krieg in position. Can't land the shot. Slowly going to back away, but there's a flank coming in, and ENCE is committed to this B bomb site. They're committed to this attack.
They are. KNG's actually not that far away. Walking up behind them with the Deagle. There he sees one, and I'm not sure they spotted him yet. They're so focused on it. There's the turnaround. And Alu this time, he's going to be able to save them at least for now. 3-on-3. Still a minute left on the clock, though.
Look at the way ENCE is slowing this down as well. They want these smokes to clear. They want the MIBR players to have to peek into these Kriegs. Fur up top, very far back. Fallen is low. 2 players in water. And at some point, with 50 seconds, ENCE is more than happy to be patient in this scenario. Look what it's doing. Fur's pulled away. Even the damage coming in from Fallen isn't very nice. Smoke down is going to cover the bomb site. Taco, he's going to want to pounce up, but I think behind that pillar, it's going to be way too difficult. They've got Taco into the peak. They've got everything they wanted. ENCE has just straight up outplayed MIBR, and Fur is left in a 1 versus 2. Off angle for Sergey. He goes down, and Fur might just pull it back. Waiting for the peak. There it is! He snaps over. A quick kill for Fur. And that's what MIBR needed.
That is some absolutely laser aim out of Fur, isn't it? It's so hard not to overswing when you're in that much pressure. Triple on him, that was amazing. And I mean, it's a very, very tenuous round, but they do make it work.
Yeah, that's so, I cannot believe ENCE lost that. I mean, they played this round so perfectly. I loved everything about this patience. I loved everything about the fact that they baited everyone into a fight just the way they wanted. I just cannot believe they weren't able to double peek Fur right at the end. It was their own smoke that caused them to be divided.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration. You know that's not a round you're supposed to give it up. I remember all they had was the M4 at the beginning of that round. So Fallen with a double kill early on, and now they finally have that double AWP set up. And even with a lot behind it, actually. So we'll see if it's going to be everything that we've hyped it up to be.
Well, Lucas is lagged immediately.
Oh, wow.
I don't think this is going to go well. Taco is blocked off at the pillar. They know exactly where he is. Lucas, he has no HP. He's going to go down easily as well. And KNG was never involved in the fight, so
save.
Listen, the first glimpse of this double off is an ugly glimpse.
Well, you know, remember when they had that double up on Mirage and it was an immediate B rush?
Yeah.
Something similar here, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, good point. ENCE get into the bomb site, and I mean, the ops were nowhere near any point of contact. That's where you kind of want them positioned.
Yeah, they were actually both on the A bomb site. Only KNG sort of rotating back, you know, a little bit later, but that was, yeah, brutal. Instant shutdown. And if you're ENCE and you were frustrated about the last round, and then you pick this one up with just a clean B hit, it's gonna make you feel a lot better. 5-3.
It's also got to make you feel very confident again because the rebuys coming into it, and MIBR has to spend so much more money. So keeping him low. Lucas is going to have to get dropped a weapon. ENCE off to a very, very good start. We'll see if Fallen and KNG can put themselves in position. Fur and Fallen pushing up along highway.
I mean, that's a way to try and make sure you at least get into the action early on. I kind of wish Fallen would almost keep up a little bit. I guess he's covering him slightly from one side, but oh, the boost. He saw it coming, but the flick not really connecting.
I'm amazed Ariel's sticking around still looking for him. But yeah, I don't think they're going to have any idea Fur's here. Could be lined up for a double, but they peek it. Sonny loses the fight. It's Ariel up next. He's taken down from behind. KNG with the op, finally getting some impact with the sniper rifles. That's towards the B bomb site. That's at Sandbags. It's Fallen's turn next. In bathrooms, Taco's rotating back to support. But long is lost.
Lucas is so far forward on the map right now. A KNG, that probably needs to be a kill. Looked like he had the right idea. And he does take a little bit of damage for it. 50 seconds on the clock, and ENCE have been really good at making decisions in these kind of scenarios in the past on this map, so maybe they could do it again. Fallen and Taco, they could be isolated from each other.
This is where you have to trust in Fallen. This is where we see what he can do on this map. Very small angle, a missed shot. That's heartbreaking. Sergey's going to get closer. It takes Taco's attention away. And a perfect flashbang from Alu. 2 assists with it. And now you're relying on this flank from Lucas, but it's going to take so long to come to fruition. And I think they might want to save again.
I agree. As heartbreaking as this seems, he's just, you know, by the time you get to any kind of a defuse, you're already so much time off the clock. A little bit early success, and Lucas wants to keep running. Sergey is hiding for him right in that corner, and that's very hard to clear on out. Instant shutdown.
Oh, Kanji's committed. Needs to find this first kill immediately. Bail out. You've done your best. You've seen what you could get. Flashbang gonna come, might save his life. Indeed it does. A shot, a parting gift as he drops away. 6th round for ENCE. And that one presence from Sergey in the entranceway of bathrooms, that took Taco's attention off of Long for just the second that ENCE needed. This is brutal.
It really is.
But I don't know if it's necessarily anything unusual for MIBR.
Well, yeah.
Playing from behind, playing for a comeback. But also, I mean, the tough part is, just like we saw ever since Train, it's like they used all their opping powers on Train. That's all they had. The op tank is empty.
We have metaphors for that, don't we? Something about all the eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they tell you those things when you're a kid, you know?
All the platitudes. I wonder what the saying is in Portuguese.
Yeah, maybe we could find out. So far, the best sayings, you know, that kind of like folksy wisdom, are
Serbian.
All Serbian, yeah.
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 Yanko's giving us way too much gold. 6.
Makes me want to, you know, go hang out there even more, actually.
It's a fun place. I can't wait to go back. All right, KNG with the only op. Who's going to step up? They had the clutch from Fur, but that wasn't enough to ignite MIBR. Alu opening kill, that's KNG towards Long. Now, this is an interesting position because MIBR has complete control of stairs. They have complete control of party. Alu is split off from the team. And they could actually come from behind down the staircase, and it doesn't look like ENCE is even aware of the possibility.
Oh, well, the problem is, though, Lucas is alone on B. I think that's where it's going to get really rough. He's been pretty clean with the shots so far, Lucas, but he's always been, I feel like, flanking or fighting alone. Smoke doesn't really do enough, and he was ready for it. He wanted to turn around, but Sunny's going to be there instead. And now it's a 2-1-3. And the bomb will go down cleanly. Nice shot from Taco, and Sergey's low. Sunny might have to save them here if they're able to combine. If they could find Sergey, it's going to be rough.
There's no kit. There's no kit at all. One smoke on Fur. Sergey's going to try and play this game, but it's all on Sunny with the Krieg. They're slow playing this, and without a kit, that's dangerous. Big win for Sunny. It's all over. Taco is committed, but he's boxed in as well. MIBR getting knocked out of this third map, 7-3. ENCE finding the solutions, winning all the post plants as well.
Crisp aim from Sunny. You see he was looking away, and then as soon as Fur clears the corner, he's snapped right back. 7-3. Yeah, and again, it's not even just the scoreline. It's just the continuous tumbling economy there.
Again, it's just taken them so long to get it set. They haven't been able to win any of the rounds that they've needed to get comfortable with the money situation. 4-round lead for the Finns.
And again, they won the pistol, so.
Yeah, not a great half so far. Pistol and the ensuing round. You'd expect them to be a little bit further up. Fur aggressive, of course. Sunny's not going to clear, so Fur's going to hold his trigger. He wants 2, and he's going to get 2. He's going to get 2 with ease. Double headshot from behind. That's a Molotov that's coming in a few seconds late, and it's not even good enough to spread into Fur's position. Oh, that's awkward. So Fallen can't throw. And X7 getting close up now. This is still winnable for ENCE. They can come back into this, and if that's a big kill for X7. They know exactly where Fur is. The closer Alu gets, the easier Fur is going to be. There it is.
Oh, what a heartbreak. They had it all set up, but yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. The throw, maybe that would have helped out, but yeah, they were just locked in there, weren't they? 1 versus 3 now for Lucas. And he just has to hope that they show up. But even if they do, how do you get 3 kills with the Deagle here? And they're going to be running the other way. So that was a big opening, and they just are not able to do it. 8 rounds for for ENCE.
It's a 3-on-5, and a 3-on-5 in which you have plenty of time to kind of set your positions as well after Fur gets that double kill, and they don't get a single frag after that. Really, really brutal. So a lot of advantages being squandered in this half so far from MIBR, but not even that. I mean, it's a very good half being played by ENCE.
Yeah, I like everything about it. So often when they encounter trouble early on, they slow things down, they slowly walk across the map, and they're able to find a way back in the rounds. It's definitely not easy to do, but they've been very successful at it. Aerial on top of the scoreboard with 11 kills, but right now the Finns are heading for a grand finals in a pretty quick pace.
It's looking like it, which would be so cool to see for the ENCE team. With all the struggles that they've encountered, everything, the entire story of them since dropping Alexi B.
Yeah, people were, you know, quick, maybe, rightfully so, but, you know, make a little bit of fun of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to judge, right? Because I think this has taken longer for ENCE to bounce back than probably even ENCE expected. But I mean, that's all kind of forgotten if they can find success and find continued success moving forward. This would just certainly be the first step in the right direction that we've seen since the change. Obviously, being Mouse Sports was the biggest scalp that they've taken.
And this time they're going to be ready to fight at that birthday corner. KNG though, pretty far back, and MIBR with a double orb setup. We've been bringing that up a number of times, and they've sort of got a weird crossfire here.
Oh my dear Lord.
I can't believe it. He's going to get the kill anyway, but that was looking dangerous. There's the follow-up, but they're right on top of him. Yeah, no chance on that one. And Fallen, he's isolated. He's stuck out here.
The bomb's dropped as well. The bomb's dropped, but Fallen's going to go down for free. X7 can rotate back. No flank coming in, but a long time they have to hold on to this bomb site. Sergey's going to take point with the AK-47. Taco flirting with that smoke, but not wanting to commit. And they're paranoid about that flank, and Sergey's just going to be a distraction. Massive damage on Taco. Sergey spotted 2 now. They've come back with the bomb. It will be planted here. Taco goes through with the flashbang. It doesn't work. Fur going to pick up the position, but that's being covered as well, and ENCE have all the answers.
That is such a nice return, and I don't know, it seemed like Fallen maybe could have heard X7 running up behind him. I'm not sure about that, but
you never know. Communication, some kind of hectic situation going on. I guess Lucas kind of has to go for this, and ENCE has to be careful that they don't overextend, and that's why Sergey is just playing it patiently, backing off into an advantaged fight. 9-3.
Wow, again, so many rounds that end up like this.
Crowd obviously getting ready for the Tyloo game coming up next. Tyloo versus Mouse Sports to dictate who will join the winner of this map in the grand final.
That's going to be fun, isn't it? I definitely look forward to it. 9-3.
Tyloo's looked spectacular in this event so far. Well, another up for MIBR, and these AWPs seem to really be failing MIBR in these final 2 maps of the series. It's been very lackluster. There's a good opening. Oh, the burning. That's a nice shot. Good return from Sunny, still alive. But a pretty decent opening for MIBR, all things considered. Probably the best we've seen them have yet. Second best, I should say, as Fur got that double kill with the SMG earlier.
Yeah, just awkward timing when everything was being thrown there. So that'll help out. Fur is really far forward, so that's going to give them more confidence to stick a couple of people on the B-bomb side right now. But is it going to be enough with the weapons? It's very doubtful. And again, Fallen, I mean, with that little health left, even if you're far back, just going to be hard to avoid any damage, and that's unfair, isn't it?
That's unfortunate. I mean, because we've seen it so many times, you have to peek for the information, but this is the cool part. Fallen has to get aggressive. He's got to be the hero again, much like Train, and this is where he does his best work. That's the bomb. big, important trade for X7 over the top. You have one player watching the flank, that's Alu. And a 2-on-2. Doors open, Alu knows what's coming. Good spam, good spray. Lucas in a 1 versus 2, creeping up with a deagle. He needs this first kill. He's got X7 blocked in. He knows where Alu's going to rotate. That's a creative flashbang, and Lucas still hasn't given up his position. But how do you get in with these creeks? And even if you get this kill, it's such a long way. That's the start. That's the first headshot, and there's Alu slowly creeping out wide. And look how much money is on Sergey and X7. They have no problem taking those losses.
I mean, there are so many. Even the rounds that start well for MIBR, ENCE make it back, but I don't know. It's rough to see. 10-3. That's such a big lead right now. After the initial 2 rounds, MIBR have got a single round when. And again, they've had the double over. This is like the 3rd round.
They've had all the ops you could have possibly wanted. You could have possibly asked for them. Molotov going out, and that's exactly where they're stacked. They're going to fight inside of it. Smoke puts it out, but how much can ENCE punish this? Sergey's through. He can't convert the spray. If he was able to do that, it might have been a double kill. But Ariel, he's going to attack this B bomb site. That follow-up flashbang destroyed him. He's in water. What a turn from Lucas. What a hold on this B bomb site. This should be MIBR's 4th. This should be MIBR getting another. And indeed it will be, as X7 is getting flanked, even with low HP. Taco can handle that. 10-4. Another buy coming in for ENCE. And MIBR just trying to find whatever they can right at the end of this first half.
Man, that would have been cool to see if he hadn't been flashed running into the bomb site there, Ariel.
Yes.
But
it would have been cool to see if they could have recovered even that situation, since they've come out on top of all the other disadvantages.
Exactly.
And it seemed like that would have been the first kill on that path. Either way, great heads up by Lucas. That was still a very cool spin.
I'll double up again. 3 out long for MIBR, at least in the beginning. Yeah, and I don't even know. 4 rounds, maybe 5 for MIBR in the first half. That is... Oh man, that's a stretch. Yeah, they don't want to get caught by Fur playing close anymore.
They don't want to get caught by anyone, but they might get caught by this setup at long. They're about to turn this corner. Fallen actually up close. He's completely blinded. Alu, he's got the angle. He's got him pinned down, at least at flower pots, but Fallen might be able to sneak 1 kill away. There's the shoulder peek. They bait him into it. And Alu's actually abandoned Sunny, who's all alone at long. But he can bide his time. He can choose when to pounce next.
And Fallen's got to be careful. Ooh. KNG covering the retreat a little bit. And able to take down Sergey. 5 versus 3.
MIBR would love to have this 5th round. These ops finally starting to come alive a little bit here at the end and do some damage. But just so quickly evened up. And that's dangerous. That's over towards the B bomb site. That might pull KNG away. Sticking around a bank for the moment. It's all down to timing. I think Sunny saw that. And there's the peek from Truck. Sunny backing away. Oh, the pre-fire. He crouches right into it, and KNG can't react in time. And X7 still a nuisance at this B bomb site. They've got the defense split. Off angle for Lucas. He's been spectacular, but not spectacular enough. Bomb's going to be planted in the default spot. Fur's got to be cautious before he bails out on the rotation. And he's got another 1 versus 2 to deliver.
There's a very good kills for Alu in this round, but I've got to say, Sunny, he was lightning fast. And there's Alu with the 3rd one as well, 11-4. And yeah, if it wasn't already bad, it certainly is now. I don't know how MIBR could even dream of recovering this. Even if we know some of their T sides have been pretty good.
Yeah, this might be asking too much. This might be asking way too much, especially because on top of everything, they just seem to have come into this 3rd map cold. 6 in a row at one point for ENCE on this T side, broken up by 1 round, and before that it was 4 in a row, so just absolutely brutal. And MIBR, like you have to say, they got everything they wanted. You can't even fault them. That's just a very, very good half for ENCE. The ops were out frequently enough, even with some economic issues. You had AWPs frequently on at least one of your 2 oppers. You had a double op a number of times, and ENCE just another good game plan. 12 kills on Ariel and Alu, 11 kills on Sergey and Sunny. This is a team effort.
I feel like every team has to go through some phase where they they proved to themselves that even in rough scenarios, they can sort of find a way to turn it around. And so far, at least for the CT sides, that's something that's lacking on MIBR, in my opinion, right now. It's like if they don't get that sort of decent start where they at least get, a couple of rounds, it really looks like they're just in a bit of, a little tumbling mode there. We'll see what they do. Second half going to be coming up. And looks like at least tilting towards the B side. But look at how many people are in connector here for ENCE. Oh, dear.
Yeah, they, once again, might give themselves a massive advantage. Fur's just going to back away from it. To the B bomb site we go. Sergey's going to get around that smoke. Sonny is over at sandbags right now. So is Alu jumping on top. Sonny's going to come through, protect his teammate, and that's the bomb down in water. That's the pistol round lost. That's a triple kill for Sergey. So quick. Going to add a fourth onto it. He could get the ace, but Fur's just too far away. 12-4. The woes continue for MIBR.
It's so strong when you have that many people in connector. They could go anywhere.
It's very mobile in the middle of the map, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like a roving death ball.
Especially in a pistol round like this one. Yeah, Sergey, he's got something working with those pistols. 12-4 now.
I feel like he's one of the few players that's still using the P2K.
Yeah, there aren't that many left.
No, it's like the M4A1. It's like a dying breed. And ENCE even has one of those people.
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe, maybe it'll inspire people to try it. I've never been a big fan of the P2000, I'm not going to lie.
I haven't either. Well, Sergey spotted one out towards long. Gonna backtrack. Fur trying to create some magic, gain an advantage with timing. Trying to cause a distraction. That is a nice kill with the Glock, and the follow-up with the P250. This is curious. MIBR attacking so many different locations at different points, and see, that's the A1. Not really doing its work. Fur's going to go down, but a big retake. This is still very doable for ENCE, but you have to say, MIBR, with the plant, with the kills they've gotten, they're going to buy in the next round no matter what happens here. Ariel turns the corner. Still 4 to find, and they don't have a kit. They might have to give this up relatively soon if they can't get anything going for them. And yeah, I think that time is now. It's going to suck to do it in a second round, but save the weapons. Back away. Sonny gets one kill just for fun at the end.
Yeah.
I think everyone from MIBR is just going to go up with the bomb.
Yeah, it looks like it. Wow, that's unexpected.
Yeah.
After all of the struggles. That's a round you actually do pick up. Yeah, I think that, KNG and Taco are not going to make it. Still, it's something. Step in the right direction.
That's all you can ask for at this point is just some foundation to build upon. Something that you can just say, all right, well, at least we got the first one. We'll see what happens next. Still 7 rounds still 7 rounds behind. 15 kills on Sergey now. And ENCE buy right back up into it. M4 on Sergey, Famos on Sonny, and the scout on Alu. Nice follow-up nade, and Alu just wanted to take one shot before backing off. He's got a teammate getting aggressive at long. That's the lone rifle.
I don't really mind it, but they weren't able to help each other out. Sergey now. What are you doing this? He's actually calling in Sonny.
I almost feel like you just wait, you just play for yourself. I think he's actually calling Sonny away. I think he's saying, you know what, I'm just going to sit here and wait. See what their move is, and I'll either flank or I'll get in a heads-up fight, or I just fight until I die. Here's a pop flash, and it's at poorly timed for Sergey, who's out in the open.
And now, I mean, I'm sure when you make that buy in your ENCE, you think like, yeah, don't worry, we're going to flex on them, we'll get back. But when it doesn't really work out, it falls a little bit flat, and it gives MIBR, again, on their T sides, they've been pretty strong. It gives them a big chance now. Yeah,
especially because at the moment it looks like this can be a pretty clean win for MIBR. So if they build up too much money, ENCE could be in trouble. They could just turn MIBR into a juggernaut. Flashbang for long. KNG gonna turn the corner. Flashbangs have been absolutely perfect. KNG does eventually fall, but X7 has really not a whole lot of health to fight with, but he's got another one, and almost on a Lucas could have connected, and Lucas is gonna get the 2 kills to close things out. 6-12. And MIBR should have an easier affair now. It should be mostly pistols for the ENCE side, if not all pistols.
Yeah, might as well keep it cool here and just trust in the fact that you've got the lead that you have. But, I mean, I don't know. This has been the weird story for the Brazilian side pretty much all along. And what do you even say about that? The CT side's absolutely struggling. 4 rounds in the first half. But a number of times getting to this spot, that's been enough.
Yeah.
And maybe it will be again.
We'll have to find out. Sunny, who he's been spotted, he's also seen one. They don't know there's a second player, but they could probably guess. Alu could use this kill. That'd be massive, but Fur's just crouching right beneath this crosshair. Sergey doesn't want anything to do with those players up above. He goes down, and Lucas is waiting for him there. So MIBR, as you mentioned, this is an opening, and if this T side, if they start to catch fire, that's something you do not want to mess with if you're ENCE. You've seen these comebacks happen. You cannot let MIBR off the hook when you have them at such a disadvantage. 11-4 in the first half. You win the pistol in the second half. That should be the recipe to put them out of the fight, to knock them out of the event.
And you lost that second round to like a P250 and a Glock or something. It's very, I don't know, not a lot of firepower behind that. Scout being picked up by Sergey, and Deagle just an attempt to maybe try something. And they're all grouped up with Alu and a flashbang over on the other side.
I like this though. Not a whole lot of not risking a whole lot of the money that you have in this round, because I mean, much like MIBR, they're having economic issues right now, and that's not letting them have the defense they can want. So, with such a big lead, you can feel more confident. It's one of the benefits of having such a strong first half is that you know exactly what you need to win, so you can pick and choose when to buy based off of that. MIBR in the first half is just thinking we need to get as many rounds on the board as humanly possible still, so they're willing to take a few more risks. ENCE can play with the lead.
Yeah, they're going to be picking up the AWP on Alu, and he's been pretty good with it so far. So don't see any reason why that wouldn't continue now. And then the question is, remember going back to Mirage on their CT side, they played a lot of aggressive rounds early, and there's plenty of room for it on this map if you want to. It doesn't look like they will.
Ooh, Taco gets slowed down by that smoke though, and now he's blind. Now he's running through the Molotov. They burn. The nade follow-up. Double kill for X7, HE and Flames. And this hit is all but over. That's a way to get your defense started.
I don't even know what to really...
That was
how do you follow that up?
That was literally just a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
Not to go right there, but everything that could have gone wrong for MIBR just went wrong in that round.
Yeah, just slowed down enough for the fire to spread, and then
blind, and you don't even know you're running through a Molotov, and then a nade.
Lucas and Fallen. If you're MIBR, you start this round thinking we want to continue to fight. We want to make sure they never get back into the second half. But now you've got to settle for any damage you could do at all, and the timing.
I said everything that could go wrong would go wrong, and there we are again. Fallen gonna just have to speed things up. I think Sergey's already heard it. Alu's got his up trained on the angle. Missed shot, but there's just too many players around. That's not bad though. 1 kill. Fallen looking for more, and Ariel will take him down. 13th round for ENCE. 3 more, and they will make it to the grand finals.
22nd round. Yeah, it's not every day we get to see that. It's like every time you throw that Molotov grenade combination, that's what's playing in your mind.
Yeah, that's how you think it's gonna work.
Yeah, it really does.
No, it rarely even looks close to that. 13-8, 5-round lead for ENCE. And a timeout called by MIBR, their 3rd of the map. This is about as close as you can get to a must-win round without actually being a must-win round. This is just critically important for MIBR. They still have money. The reason I say that, they still have money to buy in the next one if they don't win this, so it's not like all their hopes and dreams evaporate. But, God, they need to keep some space between ENCE and match point.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise
They're not close enough yet to be confident in a, you know, a 6-7 round comeback.
Yeah, and even though this team is looking so much better right now, you don't feel like they have the full depth of strength to sort of to fight their way back from a 15-8 scoreline. I feel like that's still maybe a little bit away in rebuilding this project. Aerial and X7 at the B-bomb site, and looks like they're going to be put to the test. It's going to be very, very hard to defend this, even with the Krieg on that CT side.
Especially with that smoke. They're going to wrap around Aerial on the pillar. They've got the advantage. They've got the 2 opening kills. And ENCE, you might as well just save. There's no reason to get anywhere close to this. I don't even know why they're flirting with the idea. Everything is smoked off. Everything is re-smoked off. And Sergey's already backing away. So 9th round for MIBR, still alive in this game. And that's a very, very clean win. And you have to be happy about that if you're MIBR.
Yeah, that was so well done. Once they actually get out from behind the sandbags, I don't know, they're just all chances for sort of multi-spray downs almost disappear immediately. So I don't know what you do at that point in time. Trying to save the remaining guns should be possible here. Hello might even catch a... Ooh.
Oh no, that could be a disaster. All about, that's a big kill to get. KNG's gonna be frustrated he missed that opportunity. That would have been a huge, huge amount of money taken away from ENCE that would have prevented the best buy in the world for the defense. 13-9.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. I mean, that seemed like a call just out of spawn from RBR, right?
Yeah, I mean, they just walked up to the B-bomb site and set up for the smokes, for the nades, and just crushed that defense. And also, I mean, a call from ENCE where they only had 2 defenders there. So, I mean, a bit of a blind counter. But that's really, I mean, MIBR is going to be so happy with that. They could use a few more of those to get back into this map. Not quite there yet at 9-13, but it's looking better with each round.
Smoke going to be set up to block off the bathrooms right there. And then for Dangerous clearing that corner. But Alu, oh, I don't know, if he was boosted or something, it might have been different. And he's going to be backing off that. I don't know.
Yeah, they got away just the right time because Fur was pop flash through it. He's going to be so aggressive. He's already popping up. There's another pop flash. Alu peeks right into it. He's going to go down. No, he's not. What a recovery from Alu. Oh, and the follow-up. He's completely blinded. It doesn't even matter. Alu looking for more. What a phenomenal defense mounted by the Finnish hopper. And Lucas and Taco have so much to do. That was so close to being a knockout punch for MIBR. Alu's finally down, but it doesn't matter. The defense is all here.
What an absolute freak. That is just that. I mean, the first shot is great. I don't even know how you land the second one.
I would love to see it from his POV, just seeing how blind he was entirely, or asking him after this, but that is so mental. MIBR, when they watch this replay, are going to be extremely frustrated.
Well, we're going to get it right here. He's
full blind.
Yeah. Yeah, it was full-on Jedi, wasn't it? Just didn't even need to see anything.
That is, like the blaster shield down. Trust the force.
Yeah.
Obi, take the wheel.
14-9. Don't know if there's ever been a Finnish Jedi, but...
That would be a very unique Jedi. Maybe the perfect Jedi. Motion all taken out of it.
Yeah, yeah. They don't even run that risk. No dark side even possible.
It's not even remotely possible. 14-9. That is such an astounding couple of shots with the AWP. 9-14. I really like that strategy as well from MIBR. I almost feel terribly bad that didn't pan out. I thought Fur ran a great round, and he found the perfect entry. Missed Molotov for Lucas. That's going to be frustrating and makes things more difficult.
And also a little bit more funny because there's no one there. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't know that, so he has to...
Yeah, it feels like you're taking such a massive risk.
He has to spend more grenades as well, just making sure.
Sunny looks like he's holding a pop flash if they see or hear something. Maybe pop flash is over for Aerial to peek it.
I actually thought he was holding a Molotov. I wonder if he was trying to block someone in. Nice entry, but he's still going to be going down. Nice return as well for Sunny.
Molotov towards Lucas's position at sandbags. He can do absolutely nothing. 2 players to defend initially. There's 3 players from MIBR at the short sewer. And Taco as well waiting far back from Monster. That's a dangerous jump. 35 seconds on the clock. There's a smoke and a flash left on MIBR. I don't know what they can hope to do. Sergey's now taking control of long A, so he'll have a massive flank through bathroom if he wants it. I think Fur is just looking to cause a distraction. They still want to end up at this B bomb site, but you're not going to cause too much of a distraction with Taco showing his face in that fashion. They're attacking 2 parts of the map at the same time. Lucas goes down, Fallen's missed, and now Ariel's into relative safety. Taco needs to win that fight, and he does.
Yeah, but even then, there's only 7 seconds left, and Alu is going to get 1 more kill. The bomb down, and a second one here for the Finnish sniper. I mean, that's 15 rounds, and yeah, I think they lost track of time, and they just needed that distraction.
Yeah, but I mean, even the distraction isn't going to pull anyone back when Taco's still challenging in Monster, and I think that's the big frustration. That is half of the attack losing patience with the time running out, and half of the, that's people realizing that they don't have the time for everything to come to fruition perfectly. And it looks like MIBR might get eliminated here in the semifinals. They need to run back 6 in a row. Alu's even going to tag Fallen on that jump across. ENCE starting to build into this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, they've been put to the test a fair bit just throughout this series, but how do you come back right now if you're MIBR? They almost need sort of an equivalent round to the one that Sergey had. Something spectacular. Everybody's get fired up behind, and without that, it's probably going to fall a little bit flat.
Oh, that's a great shot from Fallen. He was looking exactly for that jump. Bomb's still very far back, so they can't really take advantage of it just yet. They have to wait to pick that up and group up again. Still, a decent chance for recovery for ENCE. It's just the 3 rifles for MIBR. And they're running out of utility. 2 smokes and 1 flashbang. And how many times have we said that about MIBR in the late rounds, just looking at what they have, and it's how do you manage to get onto a bomb site with just these nades? If they change their point of attack, if they go to the B bomb site, they lose. This is the best chance they've got.
Yeah, up against Alu, but if he could just get a shot and buy some time, that'll still be pretty good. 27 seconds, and even slowing them down with that Molotov. Yeah, they're going to have to get him right now.
Alu, first shot is his. Clipped through the wall, and he can just play it patiently. Picks up the rifle. He needs to transfer over, but he had to plant his feet first. He was still in the air. Now I think that should be it. Ariel going to go for the flank. 3 on 4. Retake coming in. Flashbang is out. A new angle for Fallen in bathrooms. And good spam, good double kill for MIBR, and they finish it off. It started with Fallen and it ends with Fallen. They've got double digits, just 5 rounds back.
And just a little bit of a risk, wasn't it, that round, in terms of them actually just leaving 3 people on B and Alu alone, and he wasn't even in a forward position, so like he had no warning when they showed up.
Yeah, and that was what was strange. I'm actually wondering why ENCE, that might have just been a blind call to gamble over towards the B bomb site. But they didn't need to do that. I feel like they could have split 2-2, but regardless, the follow-up round, this one right here, I like this call from ENCE. You might be saying they had plenty of money to buy. Alu had like 9K, but like why? Why risk, having such a strong economy? And actually, they're gonna get the opening kill, and look where Fallen is. Oh, they're wrapping behind him as well. Ooh, he's got the first kill. He's got so much more to do. Sergey close up. Sunny, great flick. Fallen is trying to manage so many different angles. He eventually goes down. MIBR cannot lose this round. They've got the bomb as well. And do they want to protect it? Do they want to stay close up? And yeah, they can watch everything. They can watch behind him. They've got an op deep under the angle. I don't know how you would clear Alu out of this position ever.
No, it would be a miracle shot, wouldn't it? KNG and Lucas both on that side. Maybe you could smoke and just try and retake it like that.
You have to almost smoke the bomb and just run in and just pray that no one spams you. There's a flashbang. Obviously doesn't do anything. That position is so strong. No smoke being used. It's coming in late. Lucas in a 1 versus 3 to merely keep MIBR alive, and they can't do it. ENCE, all the struggles, they're starting to overcome them. This is a good step forward. They've made it into the grand finals here in Shanghai. What a solid performance.
That was a dagger at the end, wasn't it? Out of all the rounds that they, maybe could have won, they do it like that. Absolutely amazing. 19 kills on Alu, 18 on Sergey. It's a whole team effort, man.
Yeah, and that's going to be frustrating for MIBR. You could kind of see it there. I mean, we had a great train performance. Mirage a little bit flat, but I mean, we've kind of talked about it. That's their kind of MO in this tournament that we saw, was just playing way too many games from behind. Like you just can't expect to be able to come back in all of them. And I mean, admirable efforts, admirable comebacks in the maps that they did manage it, but every single map that you play, that's too big of an ask.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it very interesting when you're watching, right? But unfortunately, if you're actually playing to try and win the game, that's not what you're looking for.
No, you're not looking for that in any sense. I mean, some cool things, though, Fallen with the AWP. I mean, this is kind of an interesting matchup coming into it, just because it's two teams that haven't been performing up to probably their standards.
Well, I mean, also, if you were just looking for a roadmap for how to fix the team, right?
Yeah.
You've got, T side good, CT side bad. You know where to look. So if that's great.
Well, the tough part is, even MIBR, the CT sides that we saw, like the most effective rounds that we seen them have been with the double op. That failed them in the last two maps. That failed them on Mirage. It failed them here on Overpass, which is scary if that's the strategy that you've shown on pretty much every map that we've seen in this tournament. That's your go-to. That's that's the fundamental CT round that you want to have.
Yeah, it is. Well, we're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll be back with some analysis and more action, so stay tuned.